Hi, I'm the ballsy badass Shotzi Blackheart, and you're watching True Hill Heat.
Yes, it is I, Holly Cameron, and I'm in your phones, but I'm also making an appearance on True Hill Heat. I've been told it's a fantastic podcast. Why haven't you had me on it, huh? Where's my invitation? I think you guys need to feel the wrath. I'm at Comic-Con today, but I think we need to get some, some wrath in the show. So let me know.
What's up, True Hill Heat? True Hill Heat. What's up? True Hill Heat. All hands is on me.
Hello. It is me. Get this graphic off the screen. It is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3, and we are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube and Facebook for Rated Raw Review, episode 93, Grand Slam. Reviewing last night's November 10th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw on Netflix as only we can. And to do that, the whole team is back. Yes, your trio of hosts is back with you this week. A rare occasion because, yes, he has returned. The prodigal son has returned. They're returning for the first time in 3 weeks because he usually takes 3 weeks off, just like Roman Reigns in 2023. He is the one and only Reigns. That's a Reigns emoji with apostrophe S. Romeo is back with us. Romeo, welcome back to Rated Raw Review.
On a holiday, too. So,
yes,
I'm expecting holiday pay. Everybody in the chat, thank me for my service.
That's true. Yes, it is Veterans Day. You should be sending super chats for Romeo.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. Praise, praise, and all respect to you, sir, and your service.
Thank you all. Thank you all who served. Thank you to my grandpa. Thank you to my aunt, my brothers. Love you.
There we go. Yes, and of course, to complete our trio, he's here every week. Well, usually, not 2 weeks ago. Almost every week. When he's got a new Yankee fitted, the one and only Top Guy is here. Top Guy JJ, how you doing?
You know, feeling confused, conflicted, just annoyed at the same time. But, you know, it's usually the case of the Tuesdays when you watch an episode of Monday Night Raw. But I would like to say a very special piece of gratitude to my brother, my cousins, the people, Romeo, of course, to the people that I know personally that has served, that continues to serve, that has sacrificed everything for us, that allows us to do what we do freely. I am more than grateful. I cannot do that. I don't have the balls to do that. And I commend all of you that do that and let us live freely. And thank you. Romeo just had to be Romeo, right? Right? And the beginning piece, before we're allowed to say thank you, he says, thank me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Would you have preferred to be the Triple H to my John Cena and just let things off?
because Boston wouldn't know to cheer John Cena without Triple H introducing him
in Boston. Everybody on your feet. You ain't need to be there for that.
This man's ego. Oh my God. He the fact that he couldn't even just do the intro and introduce John Cena. He had to get in the line. My favorite line of the whole speech. Since I'm the most subjective person who can talk about this. What? You said like 4 different people want the GOAT. What are you talking about? You're not objective.
Yo, just
I know he said it's Ric Flair, and then he said he didn't know the argument against it.
Yep, he said Ric Flair. He said Shawn Michaels is the greatest in-ring performer of all time and can be called the GOAT. He can be called the GOAT. He said The Undertaker is the greatest character and has a claim to the GOAT. He said that in a separate interview. He's remember when Hulk Hogan passed away? What did he say? The greatest of all time. He's literally said this months prior to this promo. He said someone else was the greatest of all time, yet he is the most objective when it comes to who is the greatest of all time.
It's funny.
He's so annoying that it's almost like I can't. It's there's fatigue there in reacting to this fucking guy every week. Like there is actual fatigue in me having it's like he's just trying to find a new way to fucking become Diddy. He's just trying to find a new way. Like, I'm not sorry. Like, this is the most glory fucking hungry motherfucker I have ever come across on my screen. Opposed to the person that, the person that ran it before didn't have to fucking make sure that he was in the bit.
Oh,
but no. There's a difference between Vince and Triple H. Like Vince definitely put himself front and center, or put his family front and center whenever he needed to pop a rating or anything like that. Is the biggest difference between Vince and Triple H. Triple H feels like he really needs the affirmation or the appreciation of the fans. He always needs it. He needs the attention of the fans. He needs the appreciation of the fans. He's very much like Romeo. He's like, thank me. Thank you. Like this era? This era's great. Thank me. Me. Why are y'all not talking about me? Why are y'all talking about John Cena? I'm the one talking right now. Where's the Triple H shit? Like Vince was never like that. Vince used to say, fuck what y'all think. It's about what I appreciate, what I am thinking. I don't care about y'all thanking me. I don't care about y'all appreciating me. Triple H, that's the biggest difference between them. They're very much the same in a lot of things, but Triple H needs the adulation of the fans way more than Vince ever did.
Kind of feels like at the end of the Eminem Kim song. I just want you to love me. Bleed, bitch. Bleed.
What a visual for only 10 minutes in this review.
Gotta love it. And if you haven't already, drop a thumbs up on this video. Share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We're just coming off the heels of our 25K milestone this past weekend. So thank you once again for helping us hit that. We're on our way to 30K for our next goal. And sound off in the live chat. Send a super chat donation. Send some love to Romeo for Veterans Day. Send some love to me and JJ if you appreciate the review and want to show some love to Rated Raw Review. Send a super chat donation. We'll try to highlight as many of your comments as possible, but a super chat donation is the best way to be a part of the conversation and have your comment highlighted on screen. We got Eric Isaac in the chat who says, "Happy Veterans Day, THH fam. The GOAT completes the Grand Slam. Who was that masked mommy?" And Mr. Regal was back with those two epic words, WarGames. I'm pretty sure that's one epic word because y'all always write it as one word. So I mean, it's one word.
Wrote it as one word.
Exactly.
Thanks, Eric.
Man.
The point was hit home. The point was made.
Exactly. Exactly. We got Chuck Berry's in the chat who says, "What's good, THH fam? Happy Veterans Day to those who served and continue to serve." Yeah, shout outs to my late father. He was in the military as well. So yes, we all got somebody in our lap. Chuck Berry's also says, "I wonder if Sheamus is thinking like it should have been me, LOL, about the Intercontinental title." That's pretty funny. Maybe it will be him.
It still could
Maybe
be.
It will be him. Yeah. Maybe it will be him. Zach Minger is saying, "Welcome back, Romeo." Everybody's happy that you're back with us, Romeo. We got Annika.
I come the one time she loses. Not even here the week she wins.
See, you should have made this decision before the show. You messaged me, but you should have made the decision to come on the show after the show. You made the decision before. You messaged me before the show started, and you were like,
"Cancel the graphic.
Don't
put the graphic out."
So you thought you was gonna go through this whole comment section and not get that acknowledgement?
No, I just meant I committed to the review before Charlotte lost. I had a feeling she was losing anyway, so yeah,
it made sense.
Sucks. We will rebuild.
Annika says Romeo's here to comfort his queen, Ella, with the laughing emoji. Then we got a super chat donation from our main man, Chilling with Chase. Thank you so much, Chase, for the support. He says, "This AI ? Romeo here ? Happy Veterans Day, Romeo." Thank you, Chase.
Thank you, brother.
It sounded like you hear more infrequently than I am on True Hill Heat.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
At least I'm on True Hill Heat once a month.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, at least like you have a schedule. There's no schedule. There's no predicting when Romeo's gonna show up. He just messaged me and he'd be like, "I'll be on the show tomorrow." Okay, cool. Or he just last time he just showed up.
Spoiler alert, you better make it 2 weeks in a row because I ain't gonna be here next week, unfortunately. You about to be full time for the month of November.
We're not gonna see her for the rest of 2025 after next week, if that's the case. Chrissy says,
"Oh yeah, that's it. This is his WrestleMania run right now."
Happy Veterans Day, my brother. There you go. Chrissy Love in the chat with us today. And we got another super chat donation from our main man, Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, "Gotta support my fellow veterans and THH fan." Thank you so much, Chuck. Appreciate you for your support for your service as well, sir.
Yes. I do got something for you, SP3 and JJ. Can you take down that comment for a second?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
Next week, I return again. In New York. You know I was going to be there. I am so back.
Yeah, this man already had a graphic ready. Oh my god, that was awesome.
He is locked and loaded and committed.
Yeah, that was epic. That was epic.
I was gonna save it for the end of the show, but JJ brought it up. Yeah, we are back next week.
The Damas is here.
Make it rain. Romeo reigns.
Romeo's like, Rated Raw review. Acknowledge me. Oh, big pop. Yes, that was great.
Big pop.
But yes, keep coming with those comments in the chat. We got a bunch of people with us today. A bunch of people who are dying after that reveal from Romeo.
Big pop for Romeo in the Garden.
Big Papa Romeo in the Garden.
Oh.
Romeo Mania Running Wild says, I make beats. You got a bunch of people just laughing in the chat after that reveal. That was that was just perfect timing. Yeah, you were smart to pull out the big guns early since JJ did kind of set you up. He did kind of set you up.
Nice alley.
That was, I mean, my part was on purpose, and I guess now his part became on purpose. But the fact that the graphic says Romeo returns next week when he's on here right now.
That's true to the Roman gimmick. That is true.
That was SmackDown era Roman Reigns at its core. That motherfucker would just be on Roman Reigns returns next week. Like, oh shit, that nigga's coming to work.
He was literally here this week. What are y'all talking about? That's usually how it works. Well, yes, keep coming with those comments in the live chat. Drop a thumbs up on this video if you will. It helps out the YouTube algorithm also much. But let's get into last night's Monday Night Raw. Is there anything outside of Monday Night Raw that y'all wanted to bring up before we get into the show?
Nah, I'll just get this over with so I go get to my free food, my free meals.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah.
No cap. Like if you're a veteran, there is a lot of gifting out there today. If you have time, if you're not working, you could load up literally for probably like a week worth of free stuff. Honestly,
this dude's so nonchalantly. I gotta get to my free food.
No cap. There's like free coffees. There's free meals. There's vouchers that there's shit out there.
So I make base X's. If are fans of Romeo Romanians? Romanian.
That's actually a good question, Romeo.
That's actually pretty good. We got a whole bunch of T-shirts just waiting to be made from stuff that we say on this show. But be a Romanian, and then Romeo's face on the back, and it says Romeo returns next. Just say next and ... It doesn't even have to be next week, next month, next year. It doesn't matter. Next ...
And then I'm served a cease and desist from the state of Romania.
Also true. Let's get into last night's Monday Night Raw. The show took place, of course, from Boston, Massachusetts. What did you think about the crowd last night in Boston, JJ?
They were hot for what they wanted to be hot for, and they were absolutely dog shit for anything that they didn't care about. Yeah.
This was very much a very loud WWE crowd. The WWE crowds usually pop for entrances of superstars and for big moves, and that's what Boston did. But they were loud when they were vocal. So, Romeo, what did you think?
They got fed what they wanted really early. They didn't have to sit around and wait for it. They got it right away.
Yeah, there was one person that this show was about, for sure.
And they got a well-deserved break after being rowdy for about 35 to 40 minutes. Because no one gave a fuck about what came after the Cena extravaganza.
And I sure as hell didn't care about how the Cena extravaganza started, because the music of Triple H hit. We were told before the show on social media that John Cena was kicking off the show. So why did I have to turn on my Netflix and this guy is on my TV? I don't know.
So he didn't kick off the show.
No, he did not. Triple H talks about how many different things you have to be able to do to be a success in the pro wrestling business. There is one person who is on top of the list of the greatest of all time. And that is someone who excels in this ring. They leave it all in the ring. They're a box office draw. They could be ruthless and tear someone down on the mic. They're a star that transcends the business. That man did everything to make this business as big as possible because he loves it so much. And that man should be considered the greatest of all time. And I would be the person who would be able to judge this because I am the most objective person who can tell you. Stand on your feet. Give it up. A round of applause for one last time in Boston. John Cena. Oh my God, shut up. Just introduce them. Oh my God. Dude went through like a whole math equation on how to become greatest of all time. He had to slip in a compliment to himself. Oh my God, this dude is a blowhard. That's why I'm so glad that I also had this picture, because this is a nutshell of 2025 WWE. Triple H just yapping, taking the spotlight, while the fans are like, dude, you suck. You suck. You actually fucking suck. But
this man holding the sign was never heard from again after this segment.
No, he definitely got thrown out of the arena. He was absolutely thrown out of the arena.
He introduces John Cena to a huge ovation from this Boston crowd. The roof blew off the building. Cena comes out. He soaks in all the applause from the fans. He gets on the mic and he talks about how this is a huge group effort around here and how everyone makes it work. So it's the last time, but now we get to see what he wants to do in his last run. He says ever since he started this retirement tour, he's been asked who will be his final opponent. And he says that brings us to Saturday night's main event, which is he says it's going to feature his final matchup, but he wanted to make a special announcement tonight. And of course, Triple H scripted him to thank Triple H for allowing him to make this announcement. And he says that the December 13th Saturday night's main event is going to feature WWE versus NXT matches because Cena wants the younger stars to get the chance that he got back in 2002. He wants that night to be a showcase of not only his past in WWE, but he wants to highlight the future. Finally, though, he wanted to come to Boston one more time. He saw his first WWF. He says F and it's censored, OD. Censored, he says WWF show in the old Boston Garden, and now he gets to be in the new Garden on the way out. This brings out none other than Dominik Mysterio. Dirty Mysterio. Mysterio comes out to a loud amount of boos. He said something in Spanish to Triple H, basically bragging about being the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time and having his celebration interrupted by his deadbeat father last week. He says he has no right to interrupt his celebration as he's the one who interrupts old man celebrations. But Cena tries to calm things down. Mysterio says that let the grown man settle things between him and Triple H, and he tells Cena to speak when spoken to, or it's gonna get physical. The fans start chanting, "You fucked up, you fucked up." Cena says that Mysterio has screwed up because tonight in this city, I'm invincible. He says, wrong place, wrong time, wrong guy. Out of the respect that Cena has for Rey Mysterio, his father, he is going to let Dominik walk away. Dominik instead gets in Cena's face and he tells him that he is better than him in any era, in any time, in any place. He says that he has not even hit his peak yet, but he is way better than John Cena was, even in his prime. Triple H hears all of this, and he says that he agrees what the people's thoughts are on Dominik. Triple H calls out Dominik for saying any time, any place, any era, and he says, therefore, he says, this is a, I think that this is a very good era. Only you think that, Triple H. He says, I think this is a very good time, and I think this is a very good place. Therefore, let's do this right now for your Intercontinental Championship. He says, let's go to work. Dominik knows that he's screwed and it's great. That would be the case for everything here. This opening segment just hit very well. I thought that John Cena and Dominik Mysterio played their roles very well to set up our opening contest. Triple H just sucked all the oxygen out of the room. So other than that, this was a really good segment to set up our opening matchup. JJ, what did you think about the opening segment here?
It's part of what I meant by everything I'm saying at the bottom down here. Like it was dope to have the interaction between John Cena and Dominik Mysterio. Like you get to see this before John Cena's out the door, and they share they share some words to each other. Dominik is very bold. He's so comfortable in his character and his role now. So he just came out effortlessly. So that was just really good to interrupt the pop that his fucking music got for interrupting him was like, yeah, it was fire. And Cena is going to thank the people that helped him get to where he's at, and he thanked Hunter for bringing Raw to Boston. But then why I'm annoyed is because I cannot get past the black cloud that is in the ring, literally in a black suit. It's once the show started and all I hear is bow down, Tuna, bow down. I'm like, I just start laughing. Like, this nigga is really about to introduce this man? Like, okay. All right, you glory hog. But promo was pretty good, and it was very, very interactive. Crowd ate everything up. They ate everything up. And then we get a John Cena and Dominik Mysterio championship match, which I ain't going to be mad at all. So, really good way to start the show. Just didn't need the black cloud in the ring.
Romeo?
This was Triple H scrolling through social media, seeing people say negative things about him, and then feeding into it by opening the show so that he could say, hey, you may disagree with me, you may not like what I'm doing sometimes, but look at what I got for you right here. Look who brought John Cena here. Look who's giving you this moment that you're about to have with John Cena getting an Intercontinental title match. I did that. I booked that. That was me. So hate me all you want, but here, enjoy what I'm about to serve you. That was what this was. That's way too much.
You're so much on point with that. Yeah, it really is that, and that's what makes it disgusting to me, because it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary, and it is so obvious what he's doing, and yet there are actual WWE fans that actually will defend this and be like, no, he's just making it bigger. He's making it better. He was down. He had to make the match. What do you want him? How do you think the match is going to be made? They'll come up with anything to say to defend this.
Yeah, they don't have a whole general manager over there already.
John Cena brings us all together, whether you love or hate Triple H.
No, it was also, you forgot, it was also for Triple H to be like, see, guys, I care about John Cena's retirement tour. He's the greatest of all time. That's also So
Yeah.
that's also the big criticism that he was addressing. It's, oh, you've ruined John Cena's retirement tour. Well, I'm calling him the greatest of all time. That means something. I'm the most objective person who can talk about this.
And I'm also giving him a grand slam, which is something a lot of you fans out there wanted to see. And Cena's farewell here. Don't forget who got you that. Don't forget. The Cena Dom exchange I thought was pretty cool. Must have been awesome for Dom. And the whole thing with Saturday Night Main Event is very interesting. That's something John Cena apparently really wanted when he went to go visit NXT. Like, now he wants the NXT guys on the show. So it'll be interesting to see who's on that Saturday night's main event. Who do they want to show off from the future? I would assume, the obvious names like Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Ricky Saints, Blake Monroe. We'll see who actually gets to be on that show, but it's interesting. I like it.
I don't think it's interesting.
I didn't get.
I'll be honest. It's actually because of the way Cena presented it, where he said it's exhibition matches between WWE and NXT. And whenever WWE uses the word exhibition, it's basically them telling the audience these matches don't matter.
Because I think I don't know. Like when they have like an NXT talent face the main roster talent, the NXT talent almost like never wins. Almost.
Yeah.
Are they trying to like make it so like
they'll probably do
if
one.
Do win,
they'll probably do one, and
one
that
NXT person will win.
Yeah, that one will probably be Obafemi right before he gets called.
One.
Yeah, that's all it will do.
So at first I was confused. I thought it was going to be just NXT versus NXT, but it's actually NXT versus main roster.
Yeah.
I took it differently. When John Cena, the fact that he made sure he thanked Triple H before making that announcement, it was literally Triple H's announcement through John Cena's voice.
No. I do agree with Romeo. I feel like that does sound more like a John Cena idea, but I think that it's John Cena's idea that he pitched to Triple H, and Triple H was like, "This is how you present it. Thank me.
You have to say it.
You have to say it."
That's literally what my opinion became of it. Is that once he had to thank him for it, this was a Triple H presentation.
No, I don't. I just don't think that Triple H cares enough about NXT for it to be his idea. And like, yeah. So.
No. You're missing my point. I think what I'm saying is that him thanking Triple H turns it into a Triple H collaboration. This does not turn it into This is not an organic idea from John Cena. This has now become a Triple H collaboration.
No, I understood what you were saying. I'm saying I don't get fooled by Triple H's nonsense. Triple H hears a whole bunch of good ideas in that writing room, as we've seen on Unreal, and likes to put his name on somebody else's science project. And I'm not going to be convinced. I feel like that's why I said I feel like Romeo's right. It's a John Cena idea that Triple H said, "Oh, that's a great science project." Cross out John Cena, Paul Levesque. Here you go, teacher. Look what I did.
Got it. So we're saying the same thing, just two different ways.
What I'm telling you is, don't get worked. Don't be fooled. Don't think that because he wrote his name at the top of the project that it's his project. It's not his project. It's somebody else's that he's taking credit for.
Okay.
I wanna add one more thing about the exchange, and my favorite part of the segment. You have absolute no shot when John Cena drops a fine speech on your ass. Fine speech.
Yeah, but this felt forced. This felt like a forced fine speech, because usually it's fine speech, I'm about to murk you on the mic. This was fine speech, let's have a matchup. It felt forced. It was the fine speech should have been used on Cody Rhodes when he was heel. Fine speech should have been used on Jey Uso when they were going to do that tag team matchup. Fine speech could have been used on Dominik, but he didn't use it in the right way. It was just a fine speech because people been wanting him to say fine speech. So of course there's some fans that be, oh my god, he said it, and then there's fans like me that's like, it didn't hit the same.
I loved it. There you have it.
Yeah, I know.
I thought that was fine. I thought that was fine. I ain't think too much into that.
By the way, Dom got legit boos. Like, you know, they weren't cheering for him like every other week. Now you have someone in front of you that we're gonna cheer for, not you.
Well, that's what that's what we praised last week for, because Ray was able to do that. Ray did that last week with him.
I mean, the fact that he's in Boston telling John Cena that he'll whip his ass in any era. I mean, Dom is essentially working the crowd to booing him.
Yeah.
Which is why Dominik is so goddamn good at what he does. Because it's like he has the pulse and he knows what to do and what to say. He's like, all right, I'm the heel and I'm going to make sure that I'm the heel in this fucking moment. And he damn sure did. He damn sure did. Got the people chanting, "You fucked up" and everything.
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Thank you, Power Driver. He was like, the fine speech was followed by nothing on that level. Exactly. That's what I was like. It's like you see a Steph Curry shot. It looks beautiful, but then it doesn't go in. That's what it kind of felt like to me. But let's talk about the matchup itself. I mean, hey, I'm just agreeing with
everybody's opinions. Is going to be, you know, especially on a matter like this. It's just it's so many elements in there. Just, you know, obviously they don't have the substance for John Cena to fucking eviscerate him like that. So like John Cena,
there's a lot he could say to Dominik Mysterio.
He doesn't dislike Dominik. He literally he
didn't dislike AJ Styles in 2017. He still marked him before he beat him for his 16th World Championship. What are we talking about? He's marked plenty of people he liked.
You're talking about a John Cena from 10 years ago?
No, that was 8 years ago.
Fucking damn near 10 years ago.
Close enough.
And
you know what I'm saying? He is so literal.
What are we talking about? No, you're just moving the goalposts, JJ. You're just moving the goalposts because first
he's on his way out.
But JJ,
oh my god!
You literally just said but you're moving the goalposts. Let's be real, because you literally just said, oh, he doesn't dislike Dominik Mysterio, but he's also murked people that he did like. And then you move the goalposts again, say, "Oh, that was 10 years ago." Still, it doesn't matter. It wasn't worthy of the fine speech. That's my opinion, and that's a couple of other people's opinion. So let's move on. John Cena, Dominik Mysterio. Thank you. John Cena, Dominik Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Dom attacks Cena during the intros for the matchup. We come back with Cena fighting back. He sends Dom to the outside as he bails. Mysterio goes to leave, but Cena sends back in, only to be whipped into the steel steps. That lets Mysterio pose in the ring before Cena gets back up. He hits him with a dive to beat the count. Cena does a dive to beat the count, getting back in just at the count of 9. We get a 3 Amigos by Dom, but that's not enough. He gets caught with the DDT before we go to commercial break. We come back from break with Cena making his comeback. He hits a 5-knuckle shuffle. He tries to go for the 8A, but he's unable to do it. Then you get Mysterio, who takes down the turnbuckle pad, distracting the referee. Then he grabs a steel chair at ringside. He goes to do the Eddie Guerrero spot, slamming the chair down on the mat and then taking a bump. But Cena grabs the chair, tosses the chair by Dom, and takes a bump himself. We even get a spot where Cena does the eye wink at Dom, saying that I know that trick very well. Dom then gets caught with the 8A. The referee gets bumped just before that, so he misses the pin cover. Cena's able to get an STF, but no referee still, as Dom taps out. Dom grabs the Intercontinental Championship, but then he walks right into a second AA from then the second referee comes down, but Dom kicks out at 2. Dom is able to catch Cena with the quick 619 and then follows up with a frog splash, but Cena's able to roll through, picks Dominik up, he puts him onto his shoulders, hits a second AA, 1, 2, 3. John Cena is your new Intercontinental Champion. This match went about 15 minutes, and this crowd ate up every single minute of this. And this wasn't anything more than a 2000s Raw house show. That's all it was. It was very basic. It was Dom takes the heat. Cena makes a small comeback. Dom cuts him off. Dom gets more heat. Cena makes his comeback. Referee bump. Cena gets a false finish. Then Dom gets a false finish. Then Cena wins. That's basically the whole matchup, the whole 15 minutes that we saw here. But this crowd reacted to everything like it was the greatest thing that they ever saw. They lived and died on every single move that John Cena did in this matchup. And it turned out to be a very fun opener to this show. Basic stuff. And that's how you know these two guys are just straight up so over with this audience. They ate up the simplest things because these two guys are so popular with these fans. Cena gets on the mic after the break. He thanks the fans for letting the champ be here one last time. Cena only has 3 more dates left next week in Madison Square Garden, San Diego for Survivor Series, and Washington, D.C. for his final match. During the break of the ad break, we get a big reception for Cena from the crowd, and then he goes backstage. We come back from break, and he gets greeted by the superstars in the back. Rey Mysterio thanks him for giving Dom a much-needed ass-kicking. He says that Dominik is a good kid, so hopefully he learns a lesson from this. Then Cody Rhodes pops up, and he yes,
piece of
apparently.
shit.
Cody Rhodes pops up for a handshake, saying that it's glad to see that the champ is here one more time. Said that he heard John Cena was in Boston one last time, so he had to be here as they greet each other following their epic encounter at SummerSlam. This was great. This was the best part of last night's show, and it's not even really that close. Romeo, what did you think about Cena and Dom, the match and the post match with the backstage with Rey and Cody?
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said. Most interesting part of the show. I almost thought it should have main evented, just so the crowd could build up to it at least and not blow their load in the first segment or whatever. Not the first time he's buried a Mysterio on Monday Night Raw and dethroned him and taking his championship. We remember. Dom got Super Cena, man. He got that frog splash clean, and Cena said, "No, thank you, pal. That don't work for me." Attitude adjusted. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I got some other questions on, but I'll let JJ go first about what's going forward.
Yeah, JJ.
I think this was a great way for John Cena to go out in his hometown. Like this was the best possible image that you can leave your hometown fans with him being a champion, him winning, him having his moment, and they finally didn't get in their own way of ruining somebody's fine moment in their hometown, which they love to do. This time, the hometown person triumphed, and it was nice to see. So it finally took place. Like the match was cool. Like it was nothing special about the match, but it was still good. It was good enough to, go the length that it went. It didn't feel like dragged. It didn't feel like it was way too long. So I was happy with that. But yeah, the crowd ate every fucking thing up. And yeah, when you set the bar of the show this high, boy, we're about to go on a nitro cliff right now.
I mean, I don't agree with that. I'll be honest. I thought last night's show was actually better than.
I mean, there's another
last 4 months. The last 4 months.
There's another really good part of the show. There's another really good part.
All I need at this point is for Raw for something to happen, and a lot of things happened on last night's show. So that's a good episode of Monday Night Raw. Monday at this point, because of all the episodes we've gotten since July, I just need something to happen on the show. That's a qualification for a good show at this point, because we've gone through multiple weeks where nothing fucking happens, and the same thing happens on this fucking show. So I'll take last night over any other show.
I'd say there was definitely some feud building and building towards matches, but I don't think the in-ring stuff was as strong, was strong enough last night. Yeah. No. I was gonna ask you guys, what do you think Cena does at MSG? I have an idea, but I wanted to hear what you guys think for next week.
What's your idea?
I think he does for one night only, at least, IC title open challenge.
I can see that.
I think one of Braun or Bronson answers it. And that's how he gets mixed in with the division, maybe for WarGames.
I could see that. I can see Rey Mysterio entering that. You do Rey and Cena next week. You give Rey the opportunity to get his redemption 14 years later. But of course, it's Monday Night Raw, so that's going to be a no contest because Dom's going to come out and interfere and cause a stop to the match.
Also, in my scenario, another no contest. By the way, mess it up.
That's not a bad idea. And if I'm going the route that he was, trying to celebrate during his promo, wouldn't be opposed to it also being an NXT talent.
Yeah, that's a good shout. We're already going to get one next week, so might as well get another. We got Chilling with Chase says, so Rey can win the IC title and become double champ at Survivor Series. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Let Rey get his redemption, and then he wins the AAA Mega Campeon, holds that, and then Dom can beat him back for it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, another reason why I don't feel too bad for Dom, because he's still got the Mega Championship.
Exactly.
He's fine. The way, this is good. This bugs me. We have Judgment Day segments every single week. Multiple sometimes. Not one last night. What? We did see Raquel and Roxanne. They are in the building.
So
no Judgment Day segment?
You telling me the Judgment Day got LA Knight?
LA Knight.
Man. That's what we're calling it now. When they go through an episode and don't even mention your ass. That's what we're calling it now. It's called getting LA Knight. Oh my god. I will pull back the curtain a bit and I would say I messaged Jimmy Vaquer last night because I was like, he's probably not watching Raw. Let me tell him Gunther and Javon's happening. I was like, Gunther and Javon's happening. Cena won the IC title. He just sends me one of the most depressing text messages that I think he's ever given me, and it just has to do with LA Knight. Like he's just so disenchanted with WWE that he messaged me last night, and I quote, LA getting cut off, about to get popped in the first round, not gonna be in WarGames. I don't need any WWE updates ever again.
Oh my god. He did. You're gonna talk about this LA Knight promo. Huh?
What LA Knight? Was there a LA Knight promo on the show?
Oh, you missed it?
Oh, that was the ad break. Oh,
yeah. That's what I meant.
That don't matter.
Because I did
don't
see
count.
That. No, I know it doesn't count. Especially
New Day lived there for a year. Like, what are we talking?
Yeah. Well,
I'm just learning that there was an LA Knight promo.
No, yeah, definitely talk about it. Okay, yeah. I don't know if it was next, but yeah.
All right, okay, go ahead. Talk about it now since we brought him up.
When you talk about it. Because the ending is
have that in my notes. I don't have that in my notes because I didn't see that ad break.
I don't know how specifically how it goes, but like LA Knight's like at the end of his promo, the time's counting down. You can see the counter of how much time's left in the ad break. And he says something about I'm LA Knight and my time is, and then he gets cut off. I don't know if he was gonna say my time is now, but I said literally out loud, I was like, my time is up. Is that what you're gonna say? Because he didn't finish, and then it comes back and Joe Tessitore's talking. I was like, wow, he got cut off.
Oh my god, this man.
Funny.
Are they like intentionally burying him? like that's I have to question now. Like, are they burying him on purpose at this point? Like, what are we doing? Oh man. Damn. We got Sticks Boy who says LA Knight versus Elijah, calling it.
Elijah.
Saying that's gonna be the person who takes the open challenge on SmackDown. Pedro says LA Knight fans are going through it right now.
Who do you think it is? I think it's Joe Hendry.
Yeah, that was exactly who I said from the beginning. And I think for the one we're going to talk about on this show next week, I think you're also right there that it's going to be probably Cardona in that match.
It has to be, because I was sitting there wondering, why is Damian Priest's match being used this week in Boston when they're in New York next week, where you might get a warmer reception? I was like, oh, because they got another New Yorker probably planned.
Yeah.
Not that you could have had both.
No, why not? Why the hell not? It's a big show. You're gonna have multiple. They're probably gonna have multiple returns next week. So why not have multiple people from New York?
I could think of
I already
one.
know. I could tell you. I could tell you both. I'll tell you both.
I could probably think of the other.
Darius with
split
a
it between the weeks. You have 2 more episodes, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, me too. But MSG, it's a big show.
Yeah, true.
Darius with a super chat donation for us. Thank you so much, Darius, for the support. He says Cena should have did a 619 into a Eddie Frog Splash at some point out of respect for your dad.
Cena ain't trying to pop no limbs right now.
I mean,
I was waiting.
He did try it. He did try it against Styles.
He looked like he was going to try it, but he wasn't really try that shit.
I thought he'd save it for like San Diego, but he could have done it last night too.
Yeah, would have been appropriate. But yeah, were you surprised that they did the match here instead of Survivor Series?
No, I always thought it was gonna be at either this Raw or next Raw, but because I want Cena in WarGames. I do.
Yeah, and it seems like that was kind of set up on the show, but we'll get into that. But let's talk. We drew off enough time, but we have to talk about the next match. I'm sorry, JJ. I apologize. We get a Veterans Day video, and then we go right into our last time is now tournament first round matchup as Damian Priest will go one-on-one with Rusev. Damian Priest coming in with a bad eye due to his rivalry with Aleister Black and Zelina. Rusev is back in the trunks instead of the shorts this week as he starts fast by hammering Priest down in the corner. Priest gets a shot to the face, but doesn't get him very far as Rusev spin wheel kicks, and Priest is sent outside before we take a commercial break. He's selling the eye throughout the matchup and commentary talking about how he has to be kind of ailing in this matchup because of it. We come back with Priest slugging away, including a broken arrow for a 2 count. Back up, Rusev gets a 2 count off of a big lariat, but Priest starts firing himself up and starts making his comeback. We get an exchange of kicks to one another before Priest hits an old school into a crossbody. Then Rusev goes after the injured eye, raking it, and then he follows up with a big Moshka kick, and then that's it. 1, 2, 3, Damian Priest loses. That finish came out of nowhere. That not in like a good way, not in like a Randy Orton out of nowhere. It just didn't feel like we were at the finish of the matchup. When they were trading the kicks, it felt like the middle of the match, but that's like 1 minute before the match ends. It just felt so abrupt. It came out of nowhere. I thought leading up to the kick spot, I thought the match was going along fine, but the abrupt finish just kind of makes it kind of just, it was here. It was here. Not the best start to the last time is now tournament, in my opinion. Post-match, Rusev celebrates. He taunts Cena by doing the "you can't see me" sign, and he says that I can see you, Cena. I can see you, Cena. I did laugh at Rusev yelling into the camera, "I can see you." So, hey, he got a laugh out of me at least. The match, not so much. Romeo, what did you think about Priest and Rusev?
Yeah, not a fan of this match either. This tournament, you better have some bangers soon, because I know it just started, but 0 for 2 for me. Spoiler alert: 0 for 2 for me. The tournament. I know they're trying to protect Priest.
And they're almost guaranteed to go 0-3, Romeo, because the third match is going to be Jey Uso versus The Miz.
And Hendry and LA Knight, I don't have much hope for. I could probably say 0 for 4.
So 0 for 4. At the very least, at least they finally announced an actually good matchup on this show.
Thank God. It's going to take 4 matches before we have something of a banger. Like, this is not booked correctly. You should start. Every tournament should start with a banger. Every tournament. You got to start with a banger. This was not the right way. I understand trying to protect Priest with his eye. I'd rather just get a medically cannot compete than have to do with this match. At least for Rusev, good win for him in his eyes. And he does have the history with Cena. So, and the other guy that wins also has a history with Cena.
Both the veteran guys getting the win on this show. JJ, what did you think about Rusev and Priest?
Move on.
You don't even want to say your thoughts?
Nothing. I had nothing about this match. I was numb-faced this whole match. This match And like literally, this is the complete opposite of how the show started for me. I have nothing for this.
Match was disappointing. Yeah, I said this last week to JJ. I was like, these two matches are so underwhelming. That is not how you start this last time is now tournament. Which, mind you, it's not a tournament that means anything. Because I made this point on In the Weeds, and I will say it to y'all and see what y'all think. I feel like WWE, and more importantly, Triple H, has devalued the John Cena final matchup. One, it doesn't feel as big as it should feel because you could have sold a stadium-size event for this. Two, it's on Saturday night's main event that's now just a Peacock special and isn't even on NBC anymore. Three, you just had John Cena humiliated and dominated by Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. Thus, he's a fucking loser in a lot of people's eyes because that was one of your most watched shows because that was the ESPN premiere. And four, the way this whole last time is now tournament was introduced and how it's been presented, it just feels so haphazardly put together that this is just the cherry on top of the Triple H botchery that he did to this retirement tour.
I don't mind the idea of the tournament. When Cena was explaining it, you got to earn it, can't be given. Fine with that. I do agree with you. It's kind of, Saturday night main event, Peacock. You figure this would be something you'd sell on ESPN to get people to invest and buy in and get the unlimited and all that planned stuff.
I haven't seen one interesting match yet.
Yeah.
Announced for this tournament.
I hope you're not waiting until the second round.
The randomly drawn tournament also, I'm sorry. Like, it sounded, I agree with you. It sounded fine when John Cena kind of talked about the tournament, but the execution of it has been horrible. It's been awful. Like, them acting like this is randomly drawn when it's obvious it's not. Because you're not pulling the names and showing us that you just pulled Javon Evans' name from the Tumblr. You're just making matches and pretending that you're pulling it from the draw. So I'm not going to suspend my disbelief and believe these are randomly drawn matches.
I didn't want to see. I thought it was going to be like Raw versus Raw, SmackDown versus SmackDown, throw in a little NXT. I do like the randomness of like these guys that don't normally face off with each other. But so far, it's like, two stinkers. Come on. I gotta wait till next Raw for something that I'm interested in seeing in Gunther and Javon Evans. That's 4 matches will have already passed.
It's crazy. AJ Styles and
Jey Uso in the Miz. What the
dude?
Yeah, that just sunk. That just sunk in.
Dude, I literally complained because I did the Raw review 3 times last week. I did the Fightful post show. I did In the Weeds, and then I did the Rated Raw review with JJ. By the time I got to JJ, I didn't even have enough in me to rant about how bad those first 2 matches were to be booked. But man, I did have the energy on True Hill Heat this week, coming off the heels of SmackDown, where they announced Jey Uso versus the fucking Miz. Jesus fucking. Why are you actively trying to ruin this tournament?
They already have done so already. That's like half the bracket. That's literally half the bracket already.
I don't even know what the bracket looks like because are these 2 winners going to face each other?
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't even know. Are we going to get Sheamus?
16, I think they said 16.
Right. But like I don't know. Like
it's a 16-man tournament.
Rusev going to face each other now?
I think Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio was very adamant that they announced that there's a Raw and SmackDown bracket. I don't remember them announcing that.
No.
On Observer Radio, they haven't shown the bracket, but he said that commentary said that there's a SmackDown and a Raw bracket, and I don't remember them saying that on either of the shows.
Oh wow,
doesn't matter.
Dave was pretty adamant.
These matches suck.
Wouldn't that be funny? We got Sheamus Rusev now.
Again.
Fight for
just have it again. Six Boy saying the same thing you're saying, JJ, saying that the only thing I don't like is that the structure of the tournament is lacking and there's no bracketing by WWE.
Like
you're not seeing a bracket. Yeah,
presenting it like a tournament. These niggas are just having matches.
Yep.
And then they're gonna have a magical 8-person bracket after the first like 8 matches are complete, and then they're gonna make a bracket.
And wasn't one of the more like exciting things about this announcement of the tournament that I heard from most fans was the fact that it was like the first time in a long time WWE is doing an actual 16-man tournament. And then you don't even get the joy of seeing the 16-man in the bracket, where it could have created more conversation and more buzz and more interest into the tournament if you release a bracket and people can do their bracketology and say who they think is going to win. Like, that creates more fan investment into the tournament. Like, I think that they don't even realize that.
It gives you something to talk about when you just get to, like, when they did the King and Queen of the Ring, you got to at least see the fucking brackets. You get to start to pair your matches and start to pair who's going to win, who's going to come out, who's going to the finals. Like, a tournament with no bracket is not a tournament. These are just matches.
And there's no like huge mystery other than like the guys they announced that are not signed to the company, whatever. Those could be question marks on when you show the screen or whatever, because they showed the video of all the guys that are likely going to be in this. They showed the video. They showed Gunther before they even announced Gunther. They showed him in the video.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
It's not like you're trying to hide something.
Oh, but he's returning. The returning Gunther. Spoiler alert. You showed him 3 weeks ago.
AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are looking for some new challengers for the World Tag Team Championships. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce will work on that. But for now, do they have a team name? Lee suggests, he speaks in Spanish, and he suggests Dragons with Styles. But Styles says they'll work on that.
Of course, Styles don't like the Spanish.
Yeah, of course. When Styles and Lee are gone, in walks Maxxine Dupri. She comes to Adam Pearce and says that she has been training and she's ready. She's ready for Becky Lynch. Pearce says that the title match is on for next week, Madison Square Garden, Becky Lynch, Maxxine Dupri, Intercontinental Championship matchup. When Pearce walks away, in comes the man, Becky Lynch. She pops Maxxine Dupri right in the jaw with a sucker punch and then tells her she'll never be ready. Holy shit. Why do I think that WWE is going to have AJ Lee cost Becky Lynch the Intercontinental Championship and thus kill this Intercontinental title division?
Oh boy, something definitely feels off and fishy here.
It feels so. Oh my god!
That'll put some butts in the seats.
That was my immediate thought as soon as I saw Becky Lynch hit her. Like, WWE is really about to pull the trigger on Maxxine Dupri becoming Intercontinental Champion.
Then we need that John Cena Maxxine picture. The 2 IC champs.
I mean, apparently some people in the chats and some people wanted it. So
man, you missed it last week, Romeo. I don't know if you rewatched last week, but man, Danny Hutchison, he was on one. This dude said that Maxxine Dupri is leaps and bounds better than she was before, and then went into a whole argument with the chat, telling the chat that Maxxine Dupri is way better than Jade Cargill.
Listen, she's improved.
You can't make this stuff up.
Slow down.
You can't make this stuff up.
Slow down. I give Becky credit. I give Becky credit for like how she's made her look in these matches, some of them. But slow down. I don't think she's IC champion ready.
Leaps and bounds.
But yeah, something feels off about next week, man. AJ probably is showing up. Big pop in the garden. And cost her the title. Oh my god. Did you see that picture?
She probably costs her the title and then brawls with Becky, and then that leads into them brawling and mixing it up with the people in the WarGames, and then it's like, oh, we're all going to be on teams together.
I didn't think AJ was going to be in WarGames, but they both teams need some more bodies, 2 more bodies.
Yeah, 1 slot each is still open.
Yep. Looks like Bailey's missing this one again.
I'm sorry to interrupt you from before, Romeo. Sorry.
No, you got. That's all right.
We got Chilling with Chase, who says we need the Romeo clip about Maxxine loaded up for next week. What was the Romeo clip on Maxxine?
I don't remember.
Remind us in the chat, Chase.
I do return next week, so I will be here.
There we go. Leaps
What's that
him
graphic?
down.
Oh man, I set you up.
You erased the graphic.
I didn't touch it. It's all up
There you go.
That's right. I do.
Next
I will
week.
be reviewing. Becky, Maxxine. What is this? 3?
Yes.
It's the
No,
trilogy.
4. It's 4.
Oh, 4.
It's 4.
Gee,
Yeah.
Jesus, I must have missed one.
It was they had the Intercontinental title match back when Becky was feuding with Nikki Bella. Then there was the match where she got counted out. Then there was the match she got DQ'd. So this would be the 4th.
Okay. The countouts and the DQs, they blend together.
yeah. I understand. And me and JJ, we reviewed that. I think we reviewed that episode. And I was like, it was so obvious what they were gonna do with that matchup. It was so obvious that last matchup was gonna end in a DQ. We got Sojo, who says the most tamed war games ever. We're gonna talk about war games.
Oh, Chase!
Right
now I remember what he's talking about. You remember this SP3?
What?
The comment Chase just put when I defended Jey Uso being a bad wrestler, and you were
Oh,
like,
yes!
"Who've they done that before with?" Maxxine, literally.
Oh my God!
yeah.
That's the great. How could we forget the greatest moment in Rated Raw review history?
We were all here for that
We
one.
asked him, Romeo, who have they booked to be bad wrestler? And he said Maxxine.
Oh, we fucking lost it. The chat
Thanks,
lost
Chase.
it.
Yes, that was epic.
Thanks.
I agree.
I don't know how I
Chase,
forgot that, but yes. Yeah.
Yes, you definitely need to clip that. You definitely need to clip that. That is an all-timer. But speaking of war games, we get CM Punk out next for a chat. He wants to
Big
talk
pop.
about Logan Paul turning on him last week and joining up with the Vision. He's ticked off and wants to call out a douchebag right before he has the chance to interrupt. He says we're in Boston, so he's here for a fight with Logan Paul. If Paul has his eyes on Punk's belt, Punk is going to have his boot on Paul's neck. Cue up.
Hey yo!
Humble, I'm so humble. I'm so humble. I'm so humble. I'm so humble. So humble. I'm so humble. I'm so humble. Logan Paul is here, and he's here to
Better Maverick than Anthony Davis.
Disrespectful. Who talks about how he last week he made the right decision for him. He says that you heard what the Vision was talking about. They said that they were gonna basically check everybody or crack everybody every single week. And he says, how do I look being cracked every single week? This week, crack. How do I look like that? I'm not gonna do that. He says that instead, he says that he has been hit in the face by, Floyd Money Mayweather, the greatest boxer of all time. But that was nothing compared to getting hit with the tsunami last week. That has opened Paul's eyes to a whole new vision. Out comes Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Heyman gets on the mic and he starts ripping into Punk, talking about how Punk could only be more unlikable. He says that he might be the most miserable son of a bitch he's ever met. He says the only way he can be even more unlikable is if his name was AJ Lee. Punk laughs it off, saying that AJ would take them all out and leave them in a pool of their piss and blood, but he has to do it for himself. So the Vision and Paul, they surround the ring. Punk looks outnumbered, but out comes Jey Uso to have Punk's back. Just when it seems that they're still outnumbered, the music of the undisputed WWE champion hits, and out comes the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, with the fans start singing Kingdom as right until the brawl is on, as the Vision and Logan Paul enter the ring and start brawling with our baby faces here, our WWE Avengers. Punk gets rid of Paul and then tries to go after Heyman, but Paul makes the save, only to get set into the barricade. You get Rhodes, who grabs a chair and he hits Braun Breaker with it. He then gives the chair to CM Punk as he hits his big gold dust uppercut. You get Jey Uso with the super kick, and then Punk hits a big steel chair shot to the back of big old Bronson Reed as the WWE Avengers stand tall in the ring while Logan and the Vision have to regroup on the outside, bailing from the ring, not wanting to get their ass kicked any further. But that would not be the end. Would catch up with CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes. They were regrouping in the back with one another when GM Adam Pearce basically pulls up on them, basically asking them, what's going on? Are you okay with what happened? What just happened out there? And Punk is not. Punk says that you tell Paul Heyman that I got my team and he needs to get his, and we're not playing any games. Then he says, Adam Pearce says, are you saying what I think you're saying? And Punk responds, Regal!
Yeah.
In comes William Regal, who takes a moment, and he says the most interesting phrase he can ever say on WWE TV. WarGames.
Nice.
As Adam Pearce makes it official, he says that it's going to be men's WarGames, Team Punk, CM Punk, our World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso, undisputed WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes, and 2 other partners versus Team The Vision, as it's going to be Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and 2 other partners on their end. Baby. As the men's WarGames was set up. I was wondering why they did this segment backstage. And, they could have got a big pop with William Regal coming out to say WarGames. It would make sense by the end of the show why this segment was done backstage. So I understood that. That is not what my issue is. I think that the stuff that was done in front of the fans, it worked out well. It basically is like paint by the numbers in regards to how I would have done that segment is pretty much ChatGPT. That's how that segment went. It's basically how you say those characters are going to be in a segment. That's probably how it would go. I am just absolutely and utterly disgusted by Triple H's booking malpractice because we are a month out since Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed decided to turn on Seth Rollins and take the Vision for their own. And 4 weeks later, he's already missed the peak. It's done. It's done. Now, y'all can try to tell me and try to counteract this, but if y'all tell me y'all still view Braun Breaker in the same light that y'all did after he turned on Seth Rollins, I got to give y'all credit. I got to give y'all the Oscar because y'all are a good fucking actor and a good fucking liar because y'all know y'all lying to y'all fucking self because you're not lying to me because I don't believe a goddamn thing y'all fucking saying. He has already missed the boat. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are fucking lackeys. They're lackeys for Paul Heyman. They're lackeys that haven't learned enough. That I still have a lot to learn. I still remember all of that. This has been so poorly planned out, so poorly followed up. The Vision heel turn. They are random lackeys who are now underneath Logan fucking Paul. My God, I did not know he can have this worse of a follow-up in comparison to like the Chad Gable heel turn, the New Day heel turn. This might be even bigger than all of those. Oh my God. That is my one big issue. Other than that, it was fine. JJ. But
other than that one big issue.
I will say the women's WarGames laps the men's WarGames on setup. The women's WarGames and how that was set up and how we saw how it was set up. How me and JJ have been talking about how they've been setting up the women's WarGames for the last couple of weeks. It has lapped the men's WarGames, and that is fucking sad.
Well, we haven't hit the peak yet of the men's setup. It's coming.
Yo, bro, we're always chasing peak.
It's just fucking return
Men's is always
punches,
it's like
Romeo.
we're always
That's
chasing
not
the
a peak.
men's
That's
stuff.
not a peak. That's a crutch.
We're always chasing the men's peak, bro. We're always chasing the peak in the men's stuff, bro. Always chasing it.
What did y'all think?
Romeo, you want to go first?
Sure. I was gonna say my biggest problem was Logan Paul. I didn't like his.
I did that enough last week, to be fair.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't like his explanation joining up with these guys, like, because you got tsunami. It's the same thing Seth did. Seth Rollins did the same exact shit, if you remember. He got the tsunamis taught him a lesson. I gotta have Bronson Reed on my team now. I hated that shit. Like, what? Oh, okay, whatever. Didn't like it. Heyman, I thought was great. He's probably the best part of the segment. He did really good trolling. CM Punk's line about AJ Lee was not believable. What was that? AJ Lee would leave you in a pool of blood and piss? What?
All 4 of them.
What the F is that? Who wrote that? Get that out of there.
Like even Braun laughed at him. Braun just laughed at him like
ridiculous line. Ridiculous. And I'm watching Jey Uso closely because there's something about him. His energy's off. He's not the same Jey Uso he was weeks ago, where he was, young Roman, puppy Roman. What do they call him? He just does not look trustworthy. I don't even know if I buy into that he's going to make it to the match or come out the cage and wrestle in the match.
Oh, I honestly, I kind of get where you're coming from, because when they do the little shot when Jay's in the ring and then they turn around because the vision's on the other side, when the camera cuts to Jess Punk and they cut Jay off, I thought Jay was gonna turn on him. I did. I was like, the way the production does their little camera angles makes me always think that something else is gonna happen, but it doesn't.
And there was one picture you had of them backstage with Regal. Well, before Regal enters the scene, where he looks so disinterested to you. So I don't know, by design or whatever.
Yeah. JJ?
Honestly, the best part about this was the crowd singing Kingdom until they fucking cut the fans off. Started the brawl. Because the fans was about to sing the whole verse. I mean, yeah, Paul cut into Punk. Paul Heyman did cut into CM Punk, calling him the most miserable human being, the most unlikable person outside of your wife. Like,
that was
he
almost like he got him flustered with that because he came back with that stupid AJ Lee line.
He cut into Punk with that. Punk almost had like a paranoid response and said that stupid ass thing about the pool of blood. Like, it's like the fuck, man. AJ Lee is 100 pounds, bro. Like, what are we talking about? I'm talking about that's like a half a ton of fucking dudes that's out there. But yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
nobody believe that.
Yeah, you give her a couple guns, she might have a chance.
Not even in a comic book setting, I think that could happen.
But yeah, I mean, brawl happens, blah blah blah. Yeah, baby faces come out on top, blah blah blah. And then the Regal announcement that was actually kind of cool. Like, I always just like seeing William Regal. So it was nice to see William Regal. But just the setup of this was literally, oh shit, Survivor Series is in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That's what it felt like. It's like, oh shit, Survivor Series is here. Oh shit, we need to make the match and we need to just make it official and just scramble 4 other people in there over the course of the next 2 weeks. Because that was one of the most hotshot WarGames men's put together matches I've ever seen. Because Cody had nothing to do with these cats. And then all of a sudden, Cody Rhodes is out here. Cody Rhodes is out here. Like, not LA Knight, not the people that he's been fucking beefing with for the past 7 months. It's Cody Rhodes. Out of all people, it's Cody Rhodes. So
LA Knight makes more sense.
Random, but yeah, it's probably gonna be a halfway fun match. but godly. It's almost like, can we just get to the match?
LA Knight makes more sense for the story, but I'd rather have Cody Rhodes.
And then the fact that
I agree with you. I think that this whole team is gonna be fucking the Avengers. It's gonna be the WWE Avengers, and Jey Uso.
Give me that.
Jey Uso can be Jey Uso can be Hawkeye. So,
oh my god! So that means we're gonna have Cody Rhodes teaming with Roman Reigns again.
Yep. Yep. Roman and Seth and Punk, and I think Cena is in the matchup. Because if Brock's in the matchup,
yo, no one's ever gonna.
That's how you pay off the Brock and Cena stuff. Is you have Cena in the War Games as well.
No one's ever gonna forgive Cody Rhodes, but now teaming with him twice. Now he's gonna team him.
And I just let you know once again. I know I told you this last week, Danny. I will repeat to you again. Just because you want something, it doesn't make it true. He says Logan Paul's inclusion is only for War Games. He isn't a member of the Vision. You don't know that. None of us know that. None of us know if this is going to continue after War Games. So stop saying things in the chat like it's a fact. It's not a fact. You don't know if he is a member of the Vision. From that promo that he said last night, it sure as hell sounded like he was.
I hope that's not the case. Not because I don't think Logan Paul would do a good job with it, but he would just, in my opinion, outshine Braun and Bronson, and you don't want that. You really don't. He's just more charismatic, and it's gonna take too much attention from the other guys.
We got Chuck Berries. He says the worst part of all of this is Logan Paul, and I don't think that he can change anything about that. It's kind of fucked up, but I get it. I do get it. I do kind of get it.
No one wants him there, and not because people don't like him. It's literally because people don't care about him. Don't give a fuck.
And I think Cody's in this, and they're gonna have either like Brock destroy him or Brock's gonna pin him to win this matchup.
It's funny that Cody's in it, and it's like CM Punk's team.
Yeah, it's like you literally have 3 other baby faces that are as big, if not bigger, than him. That's probably gonna be on his team and his team.
Another world champion, by the way.
Yes.
The WWE championship.
Ask around. The champion.
Ask around. Yeah, ask which title's bigger.
I mean, you'll see. We got a THH clip that's coming out later, but Punk is a bigger star than Cody. He's a bigger babyface than Cody right now. He just is. He just is. Like the fans have. I won't say the fans have turned on Cody. They are just not into Cody as much as they were last year. Yeah, Punk is still riding on his return. He's still riding out his return popularity. He's still riding that.
And Cody finished his story.
Exactly. And they rode that for a full year. But this is why I said in the video that's gonna drop. The Rock was right. The right time to turn Cody was at his peak. It was right after the Kevin Owens rivalry. It was at Elimination Chamber. That's the right time to turn Cody. Imagine how this 2025 looks if Cody turns heel and not Cena.
I don't have much hope for it because just the person running it, that would have fucked it up still.
Also true.
Sold his soul like a bitch. Oh man.
I do see Cody doing better at heel promos than John Cena though.
Yeah, I mean,
we know he could do it. Yeah.
Well, Cody was a G for a few years.
Mm-hmm. He was the best heel on the mic. Like that's what he was at one time. Danny with another comment. I'm just gonna highlight Danny comments because he's funny. He says they want Logan. He says they want Logan in War Games. Do some crazy athletic move in the cage, which is really the only reason he's in it. So Danny, could you please send me your phone records and when you were on the phone with Triple H to get this information?
So who do you think is going to fill out the heel team besides Brock?
Austin Theory.
Really?
Yeah, because the original report about the Survivor Series matches, way before we even got any indication that she was getting called up, it was Lash Legend in the Women's War Games. He found a way to make that possible, to make that happen. So I think that he's gonna find a way. I think they do probably like Braun Stars versus Cody and Jay next week, and Austin Theory helps the Braun Stars win, and that's how he becomes a member of the Vision.
Oh yeah, you gotta show up pretty soon here. TikTok.
And Vision beats him down. Vision beats him down post match. Roman makes the save to close the show.
Vision beat who down?
Beats Cody and Jay and Punk down
Roman.
post match.
Yeah, I think we do get Roman next week.
Roman makes the save. That's how you set up the four on each side, and then Brock can show up the last week, and Brock's on their side. It looks like they're outnumbered. Dun, dun, dun. The Intercontinental Champion's here to full out the field and go against his longtime rival, John Cena.
And it's Jimmy Uso.
Imagine! Oh my god! It is fucked up that LA Knight is not part of this.
Yeah, but does he care? Does he really care about these guys? I don't know.
No, I'm talking. No. You asked, does he really care? You didn't. Yeah. You tried to preference it by making it about storyline. I think he does care that he's not in the main event of the next pay-per-view. Yes, he does. In fact, yes.
He should.
Yeah.
It's like they almost have too many guys. Like 6-on-6, 7-on-7. I don't know.
Yeah. That's why AEW made the move to make the women's match 6-on-6. You could make that women's match 6-on-6 as well, because you said Bayley and Lyra are involved in that story.
It's like people are left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had a Pirate Finisher says he could be great in WarGames, but all these weeks leading up to it, not so much. Yeah. Yeah. Logan Paul is not a very engaging and seamless character that you could just place in wrestling. And I feel like WWE, like when he first came in, they immediately went from, oh, you're a celebrity guest star, to we're going to put you in the main event. You're going to face Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia. And then they eased him slowly back from there. Like then he started feuding with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Then eventually he went down officially to the mid card and won the US title. And that is his best run. His best run in this company is when he wins the US title and he's the US champion and he's in the mid card. That's been the best role that he's played. Every time they try to place Logan Paul in the main event, it just doesn't work for me. For me personally, it doesn't work.
I'm fine with him being on this team, being in this story. It's just I don't want him to see him in the Vision going forward, because he takes too much attention from the other guys. He's a magnet.
He's still going to be the first challenger for CM Punk, though.
Or they might go to the basic route. They might go basic WWE route for guy number 5. Ally of convenience. I get to fuck up both Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Drew McIntyre.
No, Drew's filming a movie. That's why he got suspended.
How long is the shoot for?
You saw his agent make a big deal of that on social media?
Yeah, he literally got suspended on Friday. It's at least a month. He's got a major role in this film.
You've seen his agent make a big deal of that on social media?
I don't watch SmackDown.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't tell you like being sarcastic or anything. I just told you. I was like,
yeah,
you don't.
I definitely don't watch SmackDown.
We get a look at
this week though because I'm contractually obligated.
This is true. The OG trio on the flagship this weekend. Just us. Shout outs to our other host who's going to Big Event. He's going to be meeting Sting at Big Event this Saturday. The True Jaw Josh is in the chat. He says, I'm convinced Danny enjoys being dragged. This guy been struggling since coming back in the live chats.
Hey,
maybe he's a glutton for punishment. Hey, teach us something. Stephanie Vaquer defending the Women's World Championship is up next. She's going against the Judgment Days, Raquel Rodriguez. You get Vaquer, who gets powered into the corner early on to start, and then shot in the face with big punches and forearms. We get a roll-up that gives Vaquer a 2. Hurricane Rana Vaquer does to Raquel, and she goes through the ropes. She tries to go for the Devil's Kiss, but it's blocked, though. Rodriguez sends her face first into the turnbuckle, setting up a hell of a lariat by Raquel. We get a commercial break, and we come back from break, and Vaquer is sent outside, followed by some strikes to the head back inside. A high cross body, though, by Vaquer turns things around. Vaquer gets her comeback going, gets the running knees in the corner. She goes for the SVP, but that is blocked. Raquel runs her over with a big boot. She goes for the Tejada bomb, but that is countered. Rodriguez is sent into the corner. We get more running knees, but that is countered into a power bomb by Raquel. It gives her a 2 count. Perez tries to interfere by getting on the ring apron, but that leads to WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella getting involved and cutting her off, throwing her into the barricade. We get Rodriguez, who hits a fallaway slam on Vaquer. We get a spinning Vader bomb, but Vaquer is able to move out the way just in the nick of time. She heads to the top rope, and she first she hits a devil's kiss, and then she goes right into the corkscrew moonsault for the 1, 2, 3. The spinal tap gives Stephanie Vaquer another victory as she retains the WWE Women's World Championship. This was fine. It was very rough in some spots. They didn't seem to have the best chemistry here, but otherwise fine. Stephanie Vaquer retains the Women's World Championship. Post-match, Roxanne Perez comes from behind and jumps Vaquer. This leads to Nikki Bella coming back in and sending her bailing from the ring as she gets knocked outside. Vaquer and Bella, they hug post-match. Vaquer stares down with the Judgment Day until she turns around to Nikki Bella, blasting her with the WWE Women's World Championship right to the face. Exactly what we thought would happen here.
Almost bust her ass.
Yes, she did. The WWE Hall of Famer lays out the WWE Women's World Champion. She holds up her title and says that she is coming for the gold. We then get Nikki Bella with one of my favorite bits that Nikki Bella does. When she rips off one shirt to reveal another shirt that is nearly identical, except this time it is black.
Oh, I see what you did there.
That means she's bad. Like I said, I didn't like the match too much. I didn't think their chemistry was that well in this matchup, but Stephanie winning, it makes sense. And then the post-match, it made sense as well. We've been talking about it for weeks that Nikki Bella was going to turn on Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer gets a big win over WWE Hall of Famer. I'm fine with this as her next feud on Raw. JJ, what did you think?
Yeah, I thought this match was kind of rough. I thought that it was like one of those mismatches that they didn't have much chemistry, like executing. Like it felt like they kept trying to do the same thing multiple times, which kind of made the pace a lot slower in the match. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't either one of their best works. It was okay. Obviously, I think the right person won. Yeah, paint the world obvious that we knew that this was happening for how many weeks now. I was just like, all right, about time. They finally got it out the way. Like, get it out the way. They finally got it done. This chick almost fucking falls over herself during the fucking. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be tough on you, but fuck, execute the heel turn properly. Like, damn, bro. And now she reveals a black shirt. Like, oh, I'm bad now. Like, hello, 1999. Okay. But yeah, it's happening. It's happening. We're getting Nikki versus Stephanie eventually, probably on a random episode of Monday Night Raw, just to blow this over, get it out the way.
Yeah, that should be on the Survivor Series card.
We'll see.
Should be.
We will see if they give that championship belt any justice.
They love to like sandwich the pay-per-views with like
right. We will see
title matches.
Yeah, I don't have much confidence in that.
I understand why. I understand.
I know one of the titles will be on the line, not both. And if Jade Cargill,
Jade's not defending the title. Who's she defending the title against?
What? I don't watch SmackDown, so I don't know. Like, you be asking me, like, I wouldn't know. I know Jade Cargill is champion. I know that. Why isn't Tiffany getting her rematch?
Well, Tiffany wasn't even on SmackDown last week, so I don't know if they
that
wrote
show
her off.
sounds like a fucking shit show over there.
It's never good.
Well,
It's never that good. No.
The matches happen. If it happens on Survivor Series, it happens on Survivor Series. But I don't have much confidence in that. I think it's going to be on the episode of Monday Night Raw, either the night after or the week before Survivor Series.
I don't blame you for feeling that way at all. Romeo?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I just think these two are capable of a much better. Well, maybe not much better, but at least better. You know, Raquel's actually like been improving, but I wasn't feeling this match on either side really. And the angle afterwards was fine. Probably would have overshadowed, even if this was a good match. Probably would have overshadowed the match. So, Dark Nikki, Fearless Nikki.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that match.
Oh man, Nikki Bella.
No.
Nikki Bella ripping off her shirt to reveal another shirt. Best bit in wrestling. That's all I will say.
It's been some really rough wrestling on this show outside of the opener.
I think it gets worse.
Yeah. It hasn't been the best middle portion of this show here. We did get at that point. That's when they made the men's WarGames with the backstage segment. And then we had Shinsuke Nakamura going one-on-one with Sheamus in the Last Time Is Now tournament. Sheamus grabs a headlock early on. He powers Nakamura into the corner. The Dublin Smile has Nakamura in some trouble for a bit, but he tells Sheamus to come on. Nakamura ties him in the ropes for the middle rope knee, but Sheamus is right back with the slam onto the apron as we go to commercial break. We come back with Sheamus hitting a regal roll and then signaling that he wants the title. Nakamura catches him on top, though, and gets a superplex for a 2 count. We get some knees to the back of the head that rock Sheamus as he seems annoyed by the kicks to the chest. He starts firing up as he tells Nakamura to hit him harder, and then they slug it out for a bit. The Irish Curse has Nakamura in trouble, but then he's able to get him onto the apron, and he gets the 10 beats of the Bowery. The bro kick, though, is countered as Nakamura sends some love to his longtime rival and former NJPW dojo mate, Hiroshi Tanahashi, when he busts out a sling blade out of nowhere. That was probably my favorite spot of the matchup. Sheamus is able to knee him out of the air, though, when he tries to go for a Kinshasa, and then he's able to get a 2 count on that. We goes for a super white noise, but that is countered into a sunset flip powerbomb. Nakamura is able to kick him in the face. Sheamus doesn't like that, though, as he just pops up, nails Nakamura with a big old bro kick, and gets the win. This match went just under 11 minutes. Both men show respect to one another post-match as they raise each other's hands after shaking with one another. This was just decent, fine. Like, it was a little bit better than Rusev and Priest, but not by much. Romeo, what did you think?
I did not like this. I think Nakamura looked slow. It wasn't laying his stuff in. I thought the sling blade sucked. I definitely do not need to see Nakamura versus Tanahashi at this stage in their careers. Thank God Okada's facing him. Thank God for Okada. Not a banger. Not a banger at all. I blame Shinsuke more than Sheamus, but I expected better. This sucked.
I don't understand why you expected better. Nakamura hasn't been that guy.
I just didn't expect to look at this and be like, and say these words. That sucked. Like, you know,
I'm blaming I'm blaming Hunter on this shit. Fuck you putting these two together for? For what? For what? Like, these two haven't been in the ring mixing it up in how many years?
6.
And then all of a sudden, you just want to have a random match on Raw and then think it's about to be a banger. Like, no. This was a nothing burger. And I don't blame Shinsuke or Sheamus. I blame that this match even was booked. Like, plain and simple to me, like when I saw, I was like, we're not getting anything out of this. We're not getting anything out of this. And we got nothing out of this. So, yeah, this like I said, wrestling for this middle part of Raw has been extremely lackluster. And that's the Nitro dive that I was alluding to, was just after Cena and Dom, like this shit just took a dive. Like, it's not saying it's not going to come back, but boy, it took a dive.
Well, what you don't understand, JJ, this is Triple H. This is Triple H talking to you. What you don't understand, what you don't understand, JJ, what you don't understand, JJ, is that I don't make these stuff for great matches. You know, I make it for the stories we can create. And I think that the story that you missed was, you know, you got the Celtic Warriors. You know, he's from Ireland, and you got Shinsuke Nakamura, who is the silent samurai. He's from Japan. Japan and Ireland have had a long history of animosity with one another. So what we saw was a simulation of some of the wars that have gone down between Ireland and Japan here between Sheamus and Nakamura. We're telling fantastical stories here, you know, things that go above the pro wrestling business. Did you enjoy the show? Hope you. It's all part of the show. This is what we do.
This is what we do.
That with a straight face the entire time. It's remarkable. It's actually remarkable. And no, I'm not watching Jey Uso versus The Miz on Friday. Actually, I have to watch Jey Uso versus The Miz.
I think they can top this. The bar's not high. They can top this.
I actually have to watch this match because I'm doing True Heel Heat on Saturday. So yes, I have to watch this bullshit.
They can top this, buddy.
Thanks, SP.
Boy.
This is not a JJ decision to watch this match. This is an SP decision that I have to watch this match. I have to watch 2 hours of this god-awful fucking thing called SmackDown that occurs on the USA Network on Friday nights. And now all of a sudden I gotta, because USA Network is nowhere on my recently played list. So I have to literally like go search for USA. Obviously, it's easy to find. But, you know, when you got to go to a search bar to fucking find a channel, when you know that shit, and recent channels is like 15 to 20 of them shits. And USA ain't on it.
Remember when USA used to be used so often? Now people don't even use it for SmackDown. You can see by the ratings. We get the announcement backstage.
1 million people last week, right?
On Halloween Day. So that went against the World Series, and it's Halloween. So I didn't take it too much into account. We'll find out. We'll find out later today what this past week's SmackDown did. So
it might be postponed because of the holiday.
You're right. Yeah, so we're probably not going to find out till Thursday. That's crazy. We go backstage to Adam Pearce, who is here to announce the latest matches in the Last Time Is Now tournament.
Completely
and
random.
Finally, after 4 matches that no one gave an absolute single fuck about, he announces a match that we actually want to see. WWE NXT's own, the young OG, Javon Evans, will go one-on-one with the returning Ring General,
an actual OG,
world heavyweight champion, Gunther Evans, next week, Madison Square Garden. Oh boy, that should be an absolute banger. And he also announces Solo Sikoa will go one-on-one with, you know what? I'm going to keep this one to myself. I want us all to find out at the same time.
Always ready.
Why are we having a surprise match for Solo Sikoa? like,
pop, my friend.
Like, good Lord, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this match is literally all about the pop that the fucking guest entrance is gonna get. And it's just like, god damn, yo, I'm not even gonna get a good match out of the person that's gonna come out. Hopefully it is Matt Cardona, but then the match ain't even gonna be good because he's fighting Solo Sikoa.
Get ready to learn MFT, pal. You're gonna
bring
beat
it
your
on.
ass.
Break it at home. You're gonna hear another. It ends with a spike, with a Samoan spike. That's how it ends.
But hey, got to wrestle MSG.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, next week's show is gonna be huge. You got Cena in Madison Square Garden, you got Gunther and Evans, you got this surprise happening on the show. It's gonna be and you got Maxxine and Becky, and then it seems like we're setting up for two big returns.
Some return.
Maybe
AJ
Lee, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. Could have all of or one of those three, which is huge.
I'm still not buying tickets to it.
Oh, hell no. I already asked through Sports Illustrated, and Rick had told me, I'll pull back the curtain. Rick had told me WWE hasn't answered them about it. And I was like, my missus was like, are you going to look up tickets? I was like, no, I'm not even going to look at the prices. I was like, I would not even. And then she looked it up, and it's like $300 for nosebleed. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck all of that.
I already saw Cena at SummerSlam. I'm good.
To those who, that
was a good memory too. Good memory.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. To the rest of y'all that like to take it raw, go to the Garden.
And I had to look up.
Y'all definitely take it raw. The way your bank is gonna get fucked, you're gonna feel that shit for weeks.
You're not gonna be walking right after that one.
And by the way, another Raw is scheduled for the beginning of January at the Barclays Center.
Yeah, I saw that.
What are we doing? These people just paid a fortune to go to this MSG show if they're going anywhere. And of course, that show's not selling any tickets because people want to go to this show.
Not going to that either.
Way too close.
And that shit is right up the block from me.
And then Godspeed to those people who's going to Raw, NXT, and Full Gear next week.
Oh yeah, damn, you got Full Gear tickets too. Shit, I forgot about that. I was looking up what NFL game is going up against Raw next week.
Yo, 10 years ago, that shit would have been a planned out fucking.
Right, we would have been good. We would have planned that whole thing out. We would have went to every show and had a plan for everything.
Yo, because back then we would be able to go to all, like, if it'd be like 4 or 5 shows out of all the shows, and we get good seats. All 4 or 5 shows combined would be like $700.
It'll be the price of a mid-tier ticket at Madison
Like
Square Garden.
700. You go to 5 shows for $700. That's literally how much it costs to go to Raw next week.
Send that
for the worst seats.
Like straight SMD on that.
Send that $2,000 check, President Trump, direct deposit.
Yo, please do. Yo, if that shit goes through on time, if people like, yo, I'm gonna spend that 2 racks and go to some wrestling shows.
I'm gonna go to Monday Night Raw. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm gonna go to some wrestling shows.
This shit going right to the Fed.
Right to the feds.
From the feds to the Fed.
Like, yeah, I ain't never giving you niggas money again.
You ain't never getting shit from me. But finally, we had the main event of the evening. Women's World Tag Team titles up for grabs. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss defending against the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. We get a brawl early on to start things off. You get Bliss striking away on Sane to take over. Charlotte tags herself in and misses a big boot, instead setting up for a slingshot roll-up for a 2 count. Asuka's running hip attack misses, but Sane tags herself in and hits a top rope forearm. Kairi is sent to the apron, though, and gets a big boot to the floor. Bliss misses a dropkick, but gets forearm down as we take a commercial break. We come back from commercial break with Bliss hitting a double DDT on the heels, allowing for Charlotte to come in for the hot tag. She comes in with a double high cross body, then chops away, followed by the flying clothesline to put Asuka down. Despite taking forever to set up the moonsault onto both Kabuki Warriors, she does get a near fall. We get a Empress Impact by Asuka, but that is countered into a suplex. Asuka is reverses the natural selection into the Asuka lock. That's reversed into a roll-up for a 2 count, only for Kairi to pull Bliss to the floor before the tag. Asuka's cross arm breaker is countered into a lion tamer, which is reversed into a roll-up for 2. Charlotte boots down Asuka and then grabs her leg. She grabs on to the figure 4 and then tries to transition into the figure 8. We see Kyrie is trying to hit the insane elbow to counteract this, but Bliss is able to catch her, and she's able to hit Sister Abigail to lay out Kyrie. It looks like Charlotte is on the verge of victory as she bridges up into the figure 8, but we see Nia Jax and Lash Legend show up to break up the figure 8, breaking the hold. They then cause a distraction for Alexa as Kyrie takes her out and throws her over the announce table. This leaves Charlotte alone with the Kabuki Warriors. We get the tag from Kyrie. They hit the double team, reverse DDT, and insane elbow for the 1, 2, 3. Kyrie saying pinning Charlotte Flair for the Kabuki Warriors to be your new, and what is this? I think this is like 4-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. This was the right move. They've been building up the Kabuki Warriors for weeks. This made a lot of sense. I like how the ending went down here. I thought that the Kabuki Warriors were great in this matchup. I didn't think the champs were not that great. I thought Charlotte was very slow on her comeback in this matchup. Especially, she needs to stop doing the cartwheel clothesline because she makes her opponents look like fucking idiots because they have to hit the ropes and then stop because she's doing a fucking cartwheel. Cut that shit out, please. Post-match, you get Nia Jax and Lash Legend come in and attack the former champs. Oh, 3-time champs? Okay. Yep. They attack the former champions, Alexa and Charlotte. It's a 4-on-1 attack until Io Sky makes her return to the WWE for the first time in weeks. She runs down and makes the save. She fights off the heels. You get Legend, though, who lays her ass out with one of the most ridiculous-sounding forearms I've heard in quite some time. We get a big beatdown by the heels once again on Io, Charlotte, and Alexa until the biggest pop of the night outside of Cena goes to Rhea Ripley, who comes down with the face mask for a broken nose, gets a big pop from the crowd as she goes in, makes the save for the baby faces. She hits a crazy looking razor's edge on Kyrie, which nearly missed the pile, but somehow slightly hits the pile to take everybody out. Famous. Then you get Rhea, who gets on the mic and she says the words that always ring out loudly in the month of November: WarGames. As it's on the Women's War Games, we'll see Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, and one other partner facing the team of the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and a partner of their choosing. I would say this was the best setup for a Women's War Games matchup on the main roster ever. Yes. And if you're saying, no, I actually like the setup for those damage control Survivor Series War Games matches, you don't remember them. You don't remember them. They weren't very well planned out. Yes, there was a faction that everybody can go against, but they were haphazardly giving them rivals to set up a War Games matchup weeks before the match went down. The 2023 one was haphazardly put together where Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair had to do a very rushed reunion with one another to set that up. And then 2024 was fucking horrible last year. It was horrible and so put together with bubblegum and crazy glue. That's how that build was put together. This one, we saw all of this happening a month ago. Like at Crown Jewel, you kind of had the idea that maybe they'll set up a War Games matchup where Rhea and Io have one team and Kabuki Warriors have another. And they slowly but surely put all these pieces together and made it make sense where this closing angle just was like, yeah, this makes a whole lot of sense. This is how they've been setting it up, and it culminates to them making the Women's War Games matchup. It was weeks upon weeks of building up to just the announcement. This blows all the other Women's War Games builds out the water, and already the Women's War Games is better built than the Women's Blood and Guts that's tomorrow. JJ, what did you think about this closing angle and the main event? The main event was good. Like I said, I thought Charlotte did not look that great in the matchup, but the post-match was where it was at for me. JJ, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, the match was solid. Like, it was solid. Definitely not compared to what they did prior. But the match was solid. Like I wasn't too mad about it. They had a decent little finish. Yeah, this is literally what we've been seeing for a couple months now. So we've seen this all develop in front of us for months. And this is the epitome. Thank God there's something that's going right with this form of whatever the fuck you want to call this booking with the other side. The other side is fucking abysmal. But this was done in bits and pieces. This was slow burned. And this is now going to pay off. And then the other two components that will be in this match is going to make all the sense in the world when they get at it. Like, it's just going to be two teams that is actually put together well. And yes, I don't care about seeing Nia Jax in another match like this. But it is done where she is a part of it and not like one of the leaders of the match. Like, she's like a part of it. And I'm okay with that.
Why are you laughing so hard over there?
You know, because I just remembered her performance in last year's WarGames. Oh,
that's
shit.
Right.
That was an
That's
all-time. Right. That was back-to-back because that followed her awful matchup with Liv Morgan at last year's Crown Jewel. And then she turned around and had some of the worst. Like, you remember us watching Hulk Hogan in 95 with steel chair shots, Romeo?
Oh, yeah.
That was Nia in last year's WarGames. Those were Hulk Hogan-esque chair shots. She was
let that shit be Charlotte Flair. She'll lay it in.
So, yeah. So, I'm glad that Nia is not like the big fish of this match. She's a part of it. So, she's not going to be like the main focus, even though they're going to probably try to make her a focus again at some point during the match. But I'm good with this grouping because all of the women in this match is really, really capable and really, really good. And this should turn out to be a fantastic match. This could be either a coming out party or a you are not ready for this for Lash Legend. Because Lash Legend is going to be in there with 9 badasses. Like she is going to be in the biggest spotlight of her professional career in this match here. And I am really hoping that she has a showing that we are talking about really positively if there's like a review or just a follow-up discussion on it, because I'm really hoping that she shines in this match. But it could also, it could go the other way because she has a certain style. So hopefully the style can mesh with the other chicks in there. And hopefully she don't hurt nobody.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not for her or Nia. Romeo, what did you think about this main event and post-match angle?
Yeah, I think these 4 are capable of much better matches, but knowing what the finish was, interference, why bother? Why bother? Nia and Lash, I actually like that duo put together. I think good for Lash. It also adds to a growing tag division that is getting, a lot of attention. I talked about this before when I was on here. Keep building the tag division. It's working out. And that's what part of made this build so good is all of that coming together, all the stories merging together. So Nia Jax, those things were popping. She saw Charlotte's wardrobe malfunction and said, "Oh my bear." Things were all over the place.
She hit the broop. She hit the broop on them. I was like,
did you know you were gonna be physical today, or no? You just came like that. You just came to work like that. Whatever.
It's like hit her. She hit her with the titties and then had to put the titties back inside.
Did it feel? Did either of you have the thought, "Wow, Rhea, you sure took your sweet ass time coming out here"? Because I did.
Nah, that's superstar babyface vibes right there.
Exactly. Like, what are we talking about?
He didn't dance, but yeah, I thought she took forever.
Yeah, she's got to be the hero to save it and be the badass that can fuck everybody up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're set up lovely for women's WarGames.
Davion, you might have joined us late. He says if they're doing 5-on-5 for both WarGames, I wonder who will be the final members. It seems really clear that the women's WarGames is Becky Lynch and AJ Lee.
Yeah, that's way more obvious than the men's one.
Yeah. The men's one, it's figuring out who's the fifth man for the Vision. Because it's like, you haven't introduced Austin Theory yet, and we only have 2 more episodes. What are we doing?
I'm not buying the Drew stuff, especially what I saw his agent put on Twitter today. Like, he's not taking time off for the movie. The movie is like in January or something like that. I think Drew gets unsuspended, probably either the night before or something like that, or maybe even this week. Who knows? Or next week.
Whatever it is, man. I think he would be probably the more logical choice, especially with who's in the match. And
it also adds to Cody being a part of the team, making more sense. So, but
yeah, that does make more sense for sure. But we'll see what happens there. But seems like we're starting to get the card for Survivor Series. We'll see how that progresses on next week's show. But we've made it to the end of reviewing this week's show. Final call for super chat donations. If you haven't already, show some love. Thank you to all of you who have shown your support with the super chat donation today. We appreciate all of that. Final call for that. And of course, we want to know from all of you what you thought about last night's show. So let us know your match of the night, your MVP, your LVP, whether you gave the show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. What was your moment of the night? And out of 10, what did you give last night's show? For me, Top Guy JJ, and Romeo for the November 10th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw in 3, 2, 1. I'll go thumbs up. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up. JJ's going thumbs at a 90-degree angle. And then where we got or 100-degree angle, I don't know, I forget how those work. Romeo gets thumbs up. Romeo, out of 10, what did you give the show?
I'll give it like a 7. That's mostly the beginning. Great moment for Cena in Boston, hometown. Some good build up for Survivor Series. The matches were lackluster for the most part. Even the Cena match, which was pretty basic, but stood out because I had the best moment of the night. So, where the hell was Judgment Day? You better explain this.
I don't know. They were definitely missing on this show. Yeah, the wrestling could have been better. I like how most of the angles were executed on this show. I don't agree with all of the angles. I told you my issues with the whole Logan Paul, Vision, Punk, and Cody and Jay stuff, but that didn't offend me as much as some of the recent episodes of Monday Night Raw have. I was aiming more towards an 8 out of 10, but JJ was right. The middle portion of the show definitely did dip it down a bit, so I'm closer to like 7.5 out of 10. But since I was going for 8 originally, I'll go 7.5 out of 10. JJ?
I'm not going to be... I'll go thumbs up. I'm not going to be... I was thinking about just being funny and going 6 3/4. But I'm going to go 7. I'm going to barely go 7. Like an uncomfortable 7. It's just because that middle portion of the show was just so rough. That was a long part of Raw. Like, that was a long part of the show. But I'm giving it credit for what it's attempting to go towards and build towards. The Cena stuff with Dom was really, really good. The women's stuff was really good as well. So, Grant, they back in here. So, what's funny, SP, is that we had an episode where the opening and the closing was shit, but everything in the middle was really good.
Just last week, yes.
And then now this week is grand opening, grand closing, and everything in between was shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous that they just can't put a complete episode together.
It's like they had the balance last week's episode.
My good Lord. But yeah, I'll go 7. An uncomfortable 7.
Romeo, what was your match of the night?
Oof. Cena Dom. Not that it was anything spectacular, but it's just, if I'm going to watch one match back from this show, it's going to be that.
Cena and Dom was the funnest thing on this show, so it's definitely that. JJ?
Cena and Dom.
JJ, who's your LVP for the show?
Triple H.
Romeo?
I was going to say Shinsuke, but, JJ convinced me. Triple H booking these matches. These last time is now tournament matches. They gotta be better. It can't be ass. Come on. I know it's the first round, but come on.
And then he had to be out there to introduce Cena
for no reason. Like he's definitely LVP for this episode because he just sucks all the oxygen out of the room. The reason why WWE feels so soulless is because this nigga is a succubus. He has sucked the soul out of WWE.
Who gave you that Cena moment, though?
It's me. Thank me. John Cena is MVP for the show. And moment of the night, Cena hitting the Grand Slam. Romeo?
100% agreed.
Yeah, across the board.
Unanimous. So that means we've made it to the end of another edition of Rated Raw Review. Got a couple of people in the chat. Davion gives match of the night to Cena and Mysterio. He gives moment of the night to Cena hitting the Grand Slam. He also gives LVP to the last time is now tournament first two matches. We got an LVP for Logan Paul in Triple H. We got an LVP for just Triple H. We got a 7 out of 10. A lot of folks in the chat that gave the show a 7 out of 10 this week. Chuck Berries gives it a 7.5, as well as Power Driver Finisher as well. Thank you guys. And of course, if you haven't already, drop the thumbs up. And I want to thank Top Guy JJ and Romeo for joining me this week. Always great to have the trio here with y'all. So Romeo, let the people know where they can follow you on social media and when they shall see you again.
Romeo Damas on all social media, and you will see me again next week, right here, same time. Romeo returns for MSG, baby. Look how happy I am. New York City, baby. Let's do this. And by the way, shout out to the young OG Javon Evans, man, because this is going to be a big time moment next week. You go one-on-one with the big G, Gunther, in his return. I can't wait for that.
Should be a good one. Should be a good one for sure. JJ, thank you as always for joining us. It is your turn up. Let everybody know where they can follow you on social media when they'll see you again.
On Instagram, you can find me at TrueHill_Top Guy JJ. And on the YouTube channel, I will be back here Saturday for True Hill Heat. OG Trio sounding like. So it's going to be a fun morning for that. I'm making sure 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't want to fuck that up again. All right. So 10 a.m. for that. I will not be on Rated Raw Review next Tuesday. I will be back the following week, though.
Oh, taking days off. Who does that?
It's my schedule. I have to work.
I'm messing with you.
The audacity! The audacity!
Yeah, so you know.
I'm messing with you. By the way, I hope Triple H just does this every week with Cena. Just introduce him next week to an MSG.
Oh my God. I hate him. Don't do it.
The
Don't
new Intercontinental Champion, Dugout.
Oh my
every
God.
Week.
He would because MSG won't know to cheer John Cena unless I go out there and tell them to.
He might do it for the last match for sure. He might do it for the last match for sure.
Oh
very strong possibility.
Follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at TrueHillHeat, Patreon.com/TrueHillHeat. $3 a month to get you exclusive content, the best way to support us when we are not live here. This weekend, we will have up our Joe versus Kobashi GOAT match series, so you can check that out. Check out our Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat watch-alongs, rewatches of their series from 1989. That's up on Patreon right now. I will be back with you on Thursday, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time for AE Ramble, reviewing AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts. So we got a lot to unwrap, so join us there. Tomorrow, we got a THH clip dropping, so go enjoy that as well. But for Romeo, for Top Guy JJ, it is me, your true phenom, SP3. This has been Rated Raw Review number 93, Grand Slam. For the November 10th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw, we are signing off until next time. Oh.